Top 5 Zodiac signs make the best fathers in the world. We compiled data on the top 5 Zodiac signs that, according to astrology, make the finest fathers. It might sometimes feel that the type of parent you are is beyond of your control, no matter how hard you try. With the addition of children to the family, the burden of obligation grows. Being a parent is a difficult job, and while all fathers are similar in terms of affection, protectiveness, and direction, some men are simply made for this role in their lives. If you are in a relationship with a representative of one of these 5 zodiac signs, you are in luck because they make amazing fathers. 1. Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. It's your genuine calling as a Capricorn to be a father. You like to lead by example as a father. You want your children to be responsible, hardworking, and well-educated. You're always on the lookout for innovative ways to educate your children, whether it's through the arts or through traditional methods. You know not to spoil your children too much as you want to give them everything they desire. You also believe in allowing your children to discover things on their own. You want your children to be self-sufficient and capable of thinking for themselves, even if it takes 10 minutes to figure out that 2 by 2 equals 4. He is a hard worker and hands-on father who is often the most dependable, practical, and traditional of fathers. He can, however, be rather strict. Capricorn fathers have standards and expectations for their children, and they are particularly protective and possessive of their girls. Capricorn fathers are earnest in their desire to raise their children properly. Your genuineness is undeniable, and you will work tirelessly to care for and keep your family happy. The Capricorn father qualities indicate that your goal in life is to make a lot of money via hard work and to hold a high position in your career and life. Your youngster will have the strong notion that in order to enjoy life, he must amass a significant sum of money. It is natural for a Capricorn father to recall the things he desired as a child but was unable to have, and to ensure that his child receives those items. However, you take care not to overindulge your youngster with pricey and unneeded gifts. You like your child's company and believe that spending more time with him would help you become a better father. It is crucial to him that he instills in his children the values of hard work and ambition. He wants them to succeed in school and in their jobs, so he'll start preparing and working hard for them while they're little. He likes to challenge his kids and will instill in them the value and importance of self-sufficiency from a young age. He's not a naturally cool dad, and he can appear out of touch with today's young family life at times, but he'll be very hands-on around the house and with the kids. Capricorn dad's lovely and sensitive side also means he's skilled at seeing when things aren't going well for his children. He'll be excellent at steering his children in the correct direction and providing them with practical ideas to assist them solve problems and make their lives easier. He's one of those fathers who has high expectations but also goes above and beyond for his children and family. He's definitely a traditionalist, but he's also a fantastic father. In a word, his parenting style is traditional in nature, and he wants his children to be well-behaved and successful in whatever they do. He's a stickler for discipline, but he also remembers to praise and reward positive behavior. He can be counted on to provide an organized and disciplined environment for his children. 2. Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. Taurus fathers are natural nurturers. They provide a solid foundation for their child. They have a solid awareness of what genuinely matters, therefore they are rarely irritated by minor irritations. Taurus parents are extremely loyal and committed to comfort, therefore they will attempt to provide the best environment and lifestyle for their children. Taurus fathers are calm and laid back. They are effusive of praise for their child, diligent, and like lavish spending on family indulgences. But don't worry, he keeps a tight grip on finances and restrictions as well. Even before becoming a father, a Taurus father is a very family-oriented man. The Taurus father's middle name could as well be stability. He will do everything in his power to ensure the happiness and safety of his children and the rest of his family. When it comes to family concerns, there are few men more responsible than a Taurus guy. He understands that it is his responsibility as a father to do whatever he can to care for his children. The Taurus man would love to make his dream of becoming a father a reality. There is nothing more satisfying to him than raising children he can name his own. As a particularly affectionate type of parent, the Taurus man personality features suggest that his children never go a day without receiving numerous hugs and kisses, as well as being tucked into bed at night. The Taurus father is willing to do whatever his child's mother is willing to do. He can change as many diapers as necessary, prepare meals, and get his children ready for school in the morning. He doesn't let gender roles stand in the way of his ability to be a wonderful father. In addition to doing things around the house to assist with his children, the Taurus father works as hard as he can to ensure that he can provide for his family. He uses gender roles in this one aspect of his life. He'd like it if his wife didn't have to work if at all possible. The Taurus father will work long enough to provide for his family, but not so long that he will never see them. He attempts to strike a balance between job and home life, working just enough to keep his family afloat. The Taurus father aspires to be a role model for his children. Taurus men aren't all born leaders in every aspect of their lives, but they do their best to guide their offspring. This does not imply that they are dictatorial over their children or wives. They would rather teach their children life lessons such as the value of $1 or how to be a good sport when playing with other youngsters. He wants to set a good example for his children so that they grow up to be respected adults. Taurus males instill respect in their offspring, partly because they want to be respected themselves. Every child deviates from the norm now and then, and a Taurus man knows how to handle it. The Taurus parent dislikes punishing his children, but he recognizes that it is preferable to allowing them to get away with anything. When appropriate, he does his utmost to administer just sanctions. The Taurus father does not chastise his children excessively, but he also does not spoil them by allowing them to get away with misbehaving. He is likewise unlikely to lavish gifts on his children for no reason, but he will do so if they win a sporting event or receive all A's on their report card. The Taurus parent is many things, but above all, he is concerned for his children beyond all else. He makes it clear to his children that he is concerned about them. He's the type of father who gives their child a hug every morning before they go to school and tucks them in at night. In a nutshell, his parenting style is that of a father with strong principles, who is practical and fun-loving while adhering to the rules and teaching his children the importance of working hard and saving money. He's a complete family man who lives and breathes for them and is well aware of his responsibilities and duties. 3. Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. It's crucial to you as a father that your children stay physically and mentally well. You prefer a more clean approach to dinner preparations than returning home from the grocery store with Chips Ahoy and pre-made pizzas. As a Gemini parent, they add a sense of humor and joy to their home. They appreciate mentally challenging their family, so you'll often find them doing crossword puzzles with their kids or tackling Sudoku problems after dinner. Their children's education is their first focus. Because they emphasize socialization, the parent may encourage the child to learn and grow by spending time with cousins, close relatives, and classmates. Gemini serves their child as an example of a pleasant and clear perception of the world, as well as a purposeful search for vital knowledge in the position of father. They demonstrate their creative, literary, and oratorical aptitude, as well as the ability to be a pathfinder and a pioneer in any field of knowledge, in front of their child. While exhibiting his skills to the youngster, Father Gemini forgets about the child's needs and traits. Despite the fact that Father Gemini is capable of rationally examining his acts and words, he fails to notice the feelings that should be shown in the child's affection. Unfortunately, the twins are unable to communicate their powerful feelings since they lack them. With time, the youngster begins to sense a lack of love and interprets this as a lack of proper attention to him. He loses touch with his father early in life and grows up to be self-sufficient. Over time, the lack of respect shown by his child, which presents itself in arguments and disobedience, amazes the Gemini parent. Gemini guys are friendly, easygoing, and great with children. The Gemini father possesses all of the characteristics of a great father. When Gemini men become fathers, they will do everything they can to make their child as happy as possible. This man is far from flawless, but he could be the ideal father for a lucky child. On the appearance, Gemini fathers are all grown up, but on the inside, they still know how to act like little kids. These fathers enjoy playing with their children. While other parents may tire of watching cartoons, participating in sports, or holding tea parties, the Gemini father enjoys all of these activities. Playing with his child amuses him and makes him feel like a youngster once more. He expends a lot of energy during playtime, which can allow mom take a break now and then. Almost everyone he meets, especially his children, is kind to the Gemini man. He isn't the type to scream or become enraged for no reason. He prides himself on having a laid-back nature. The Gemini father believes that having a happy parent will benefit his children, and he is correct. He will try to hide his anger from his children when he is angry, but he will never hide a pleasant temper. Because the Gemini guy wishes to be friends with his children, he makes certain that he does not as bully in any way. Gemini men enjoy becoming friends with their children, which might make it difficult for them to be parents. When their child gets into trouble, Gemini fathers aren't always sure how to react. The Gemini father avoids punishing his child because he is concerned that it would harm his or her bond with him or her. The Gemini father will most likely try to force his partner to punish his children. Anyone raising a child with a Gemini father should expect to be the bad cop when their children misbehave. His parenting style in a nutshell. His emotional bond with his children brings the whole family closer together. He's lighthearted, compassionate, and loves to spoil little ones, especially true when it comes to daughters. Overall, he's lenient and gives his children lots on space and freedom to be themselves. 4. Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Nothing is more important to a Cancer than their family and home life, and they will go to great efforts to ensure that it is warm, caring, and supporting. Every magical moment of pregnancy, birth, and their child's development is something that a Cancer parent enjoys and learns from. They are gentle, protective, sensitive, and compassionate towards their child because they are sentimental. They're a nurturing force to be reckoned with, as they're ruled by the moon. The father of a Cancer patient is unconcerned about his young children. However, as they grow older, he becomes more engaged in the educational process, making time to talk with his son and daughter and showing interest in their extracurricular activities. He is proud of his son, and he is willing to defend his daughter if required. He does his hardest to become friends with his children, who willingly devote their father to things and problems. Cancer serves his child as an example of a caring attitude toward family and close people, careful handling of their feelings, self-confidence, diligence, filial obligation fulfillment, firmness and tenacity in defending their principles in the position of father. Cancer men have powerful and profound feelings for their children, sensations that are identical to their own feelings as children in maternal care. They do, however, carefully conceal them. Cancer patients are prone to mood swings, and as a result, the kid loses a clear knowledge of his duty as a parent. Furthermore, if Father Cancer suppresses his emotions, the child may not be able to understand him at all. A wall of misunderstanding will build between them, separating them and making them apathetic to one another over time. To avoid this, Cancer men must express their feelings and experiences with their children, as well as inquire about the child's experiences. However, as time passes, children grow up, and Cancer fathers have a period of diminished need. However, their grandchildren arrive over time, and once again, there is that tiny guy who will require assistance and counsel, and Cancers can thus relate to the rearing of the next generation in a fresh capacity. These gentlemen are incredibly proud of their parenting abilities. As someone who is fortunate enough to have such a wonderful Cancer father, I can attest to how incredible it is to have such a man as a father. A Cancer father will go out of his way to show that he wants to be there for his children when they need him, from never missing a single moment of my existence to being there for me during difficult times. Cancer fathers will always know how to be silly, strange, and absolutely entertaining, no matter how much everyday stress they are under. They believe that a strong family relationship is essential to a successful existence because, while family can be imperfect and tough at times, these guys recognize that a strong family bond always brings love and support. Because they are emotional people, they are easily affected by events that impact their children. If their child is in agony, these fathers will feel it even more. Cancerian fathers might be temperamental and childish at times, which can be confusing for children, but they have a golden heart and a great love for their family. He's content since his life revolves on his family, and he likes a close-knit environment. He enjoys preparing meals for his family, especially on important events and traditional holidays. Cancerian fathers have a soft and sentimental side. Despite their occasionally harsh demeanor, they value antiques and keepsakes. This star sign's fathers have a fantastic sense of humor, which amuses their children and provides a happy atmosphere into the family. He does not believe in being extremely strict, and when disciplining his children, he will be cool and composed rather than stern. In a nutshell, his parenting style is as follows. Cancerian fathers are extremely expressive and deeply love their families. Cancerian fathers are loving and empathetic, and they offer a stable family despite their emotional swings. 5. Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. The Scorpio father is harsh with his children, abusing his position of power in the household. He will not grow up to be a slacker, a sponger, or a loser. The Scorpions serve their child as an example of a responsible attitude, the capacity to overcome any barriers, put things to a conclusion, and achieve the objective through tremendous perseverance and hard effort in the position of father. They have an intuitive sense of their child and do not want to lose contact with him, no matter where he is or how many years have passed since his birth. He defends and teaches respect for others to the children while they are young. Father Scorpio, seeing the danger that threatens his child, is always there for his child at the proper time. This ability establishes an invisible, unbreakable bond between the father and the child, based on mutual love. Father Scorpio's harsh attitude toward his own flaws in his child may jeopardize this relationship. When his father blames himself for something, the child suffers twice as much as his father, both for himself and for his father. This has the potential to have disastrous effects. Furthermore, the Scorpions are ambitious and frequently overlook the transgression, displaying childish vindictiveness and rancor. The child's soul is filled with fear as a result of this. At the same time, the child adores and terrifies his father. When children grow up and become parents, they are grateful to their parents for raising them to be good people. Nothing in the world is more important to the Scorpio father than his children. He will go to great lengths to ensure that his children are not physically or mentally harmed. The Scorpio father may appear overprotective at times, but he is simply acting in the best interests of his family. His spouse may need to assist him in calming down at times, but his protective personality is unlikely to cause many issues. Whether you realize it or not, as a Scorpio father, you are likely to be the emotional center of your family. You're intense, sensitive, and passionate. You and your children share a deep bond. You may have to go against your nature in order to be open and honest with your children because they perceive you as highly sophisticated, even mysterious. If you exhibit your vulnerable side occasionally, such as talking about your thoughts and anxieties, and listening to your children's, you'll have a lot closer and more successful relationship with your family. Your inherent interest in history and psychology, as well as your research skills, will make you a go-to person for your kids when they need help with their schoolwork. You're also quite insightful, so you'll have a unique understanding of your children's motivations and feelings. Whatever you know or believe you know about your children, encourage them to express their feelings and experiences in their own words. Above all, don't play with their secrets. Power conflicts and controlling, manipulative behavior may be natural to you as a Scorpio, but they have no place in your connection with your children. Make a conscious effort to be open, show mutual trust, emotional honesty, and true affection instead of these automatic ways of behaving. If you can do these with your children, you'll be able to build the kind of home life that makes everyone in your family feel safe and connected. The Scorpio father isn't always the best at conversing with other people, but when it comes to his children, he goes above and beyond. Even though his children are young, he believes it is crucial to relate to them and comprehend what they are going through, no matter how insignificant their situation may appear to others. The Scorpio father will be there to talk them through the tears of a bad day as well as the joys of a good one. He wants to be present for every good and unpleasant moment. The Scorpio father isn't constantly in need of the finer things in life, but he simply wants the best for his children. He is likely to try to offer his children all he wished for as a child but was unable to obtain. The Scorpio man may attempt to offer gourmet cuisine to his children, which may not go as intended. A child with a Scorpio man as a father is likely to have family vacations, private schools, and more toys than they could ever need.